But this is my theory, okay? So Hillary's back, with a brand new invention, doon, 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 doon. And so she's yakety, 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 yakety because she's trying to stay in some sort of relevance, right? Even if you hate her, you're still talking about her, kind of thing. Case in point here. But this is my theory about what went down, or what was supposed to go down in 2016, right? So, and I'm pretty sure I heard this from other people, and probably other people believe this, but so Bill had convinced Trump, you gotta run for president, all right, and this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna be the heel, and she's gonna come out. And we're gonna make sure that you're the nominee. I gotta quit doing that voice. I'm sorry. So he said you're gonna be the nominee, and Hillary's gonna run against you because there's no way she's gonna lose to you, right? And he was probably, and if he knew he was gonna make a quick buck or something, Trump was probably like, fine, I'll do it. And so he runs for president, right? Goes down the escalator, which the Simpsons predicted 20 years ago.
They do that all the time because they're good satirists, or back in the day, anyway.
Well, yeah, back in the day. And that was the thing, right? He was supposed to lose. But people hated Hillary. What she thought that people loved her, right?
Yep.
But people don't love her. The reality came crashing down through votes in the right places where enough electoral college votes were tallied to where, it was Donald Trump. But she could always say, well, this is the popular vote. Something's wrong, Russians, blah, 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 and here we are. So I think that's what went down.
Well, what you're talking about is the Pied Piper strategy. That came out with the leaked emails that they had, in fact, the DNC had, in fact, planned to try to promote Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and one other person who I don't remember. But it was definitely, they tried to promote them because they thought they were the most easily defeatable. But what they didn't take into account was how much everybody fucking hates Hillary Clinton and how little work she was willing to do actually going to the Midwest states, which is where during the debates, Trump hammered her on NAFTA because of Bill Clinton, and NAFTA decimated the Midwest, that trade agreement. So Trump battered her on NAFTA repeatedly during the debates, and that landed with a bunch of Midwesterners, and Trump basically swept the Midwest because of that. And that was actually the reason that he won, despite losing the popular vote, is that he basically whooped Hillary Clinton's ass on NAFTA. And she's also, it doesn't help that, of course, she's an absolutely loathsome human being. I call her the devil. I've called her the devil on my show before. She's one of the top 5 most disliked people in the country, and for good reason, man. Nobody likes her. So that's why Trump won, and she was butthurt that she lost to a buffoon who she herself and the DNC decided was easily beatable, and they got their wish, and she still lost. And the Democrats are not beyond this. Again, bringing us full circle to what we were talking about before, 10 minutes ago, is that part of the reason I think that Hillary Clinton is actually being promoted on things like Masterclass, and she's reading her speech that she would have given if she had lost, is because the Democrats see the writing on the wall with how shitty the party is doing right now, and there are no alternatives to Joe Biden, who's basically brain dead. So they tried a couple of weeks back trying to promote Kamala. It doesn't work. She has zero charisma. Everybody hates her. Her approval rating's 28%, and the more she's in the spotlight, the more people hate her. So now they're floating ideas like Pete Buttigieg. That's not going to work either. And
Nobody
I think
likes
that
him.
they're using Hillary as their backup to Pete Buttigieg, or the backup to the backup. They're keeping her in the wings. They did with Mike Bloomberg back during the primaries, where they're like, if no one else, we got to have this person step in so that, a real progressive can't win. So it's weird. And again, it's indicative of how little they are self-aware of how hated all of these fucking people are. Kamala and Hillary are widely hated. Pete, not as much, but still nobody fucking likes him. So they're like, oh, well, the backup to our shitty candidate is another shitty candidate who's a shittier candidate. And that's dude, none of this is ever going to fucking work. And in 2024, it's my hope that it'll be a who's who of really, really shitty Democrats that nobody is inspired by.
Yeah.
Meaning I don't want Bernie to run again, because that would leave a whole bunch of disenfranchised voters to consider third party and to look elsewhere beyond the duopoly. So if they want to run Hillary Clinton and boost her, that's fine with me. If they want to boost up people like Howard Schultz, the fucking CEO of Starbucks, they can run.
Yeah.
What was the other fucking billionaire that was a Tom something or other? Tom Steyer. Oh. They want to run Tom Steyer again. Fucking have Howard Schultz, Tom Steyer, Hillary Clinton, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris up there. It's like, it's all shit. Everybody's going to go, that's all shit. And then they're going to want to go to the third party. So that's actually fine with me. The more they try to revitalize Hillary Clinton's image, the more ridiculous they all look. So, have at it, you fucking idiots.
I know, it's going to be a buffet of buffoons, right?
Exactly. It's just, that's very good alliteration.
Buffet of buffoons, and it's not and it is all you can eat. But I think what you are correct in the fact that they're going to have all these shitty people because these politicians are surrounded by shitty yes people, right? Yep. They're surrounded by these bubbles where, and I think that was part of the reason why Hillary was so upset. Like, she couldn't imagine losing to Trump, but in reality, it was like if she had actually talked to people outside of her bubble, she wouldn't have known how unpopular she was. And I think that goes for all of these people that's going to be running 22, 24.